Tornado Watch.
We have team coverage as we track this severe storm. Let's start things off with meteorologist Devin Lucy, who is live in our weather center. Devin.
Travers, thank you. Meteorologist Derek Sibley here too. We'll be running radar and then give you a forecast that comes after we get through this particular event of another potential round of severe storms later on. We have seen most of the severe weather today be north of us, and this was kind of always the case. And where we've got the severe storms right now and the tornado warnings well into Mississippi, one here between Macomb and Tylertown. I am keeping an eye on near Kentwood, Osika area, Amite, Roseland areas there. This particular cell right here has been at times pretty intense, but a special weather statement which shows that you could have some gusty winds out of it. Downpours, that has since been taken away. So we get in real close that this storm has really been kind of stretched out in nature and not showing signs of possible rotation or even a lot of strength. Usually you would have a lot of lightning strikes, such as the storm here that notes you've got a really intense storm, or the one here that's near Collins, Mississippi. I mean, that's got a ton of lightning, shows you really tapped into a lot of energy. Let's get back to the metro in New Orleans. We have seen some downpours move through, non-severe. Haven't been concerned with these. We don't see any lightning out of these showers that have moved through. Lakefront New Orleans East, we've got Lower Garden District uptown getting some showers moving through. English Turn West Bank, you've seen this moving down to Chalmette. A little wider view yet, but we have some scattered showers to coastal Mississippi too. In Picayune areas, Hancock County, Pearl River County into Mississippi. And Bay St. Louis has seen some showers, non-severe with these downpours, and moving into Slidell here too. Watching these very closely, a couple curls maybe to the twin span, and that is something that I want to watch. Down water spouts sometimes in weak variety of that can be possible with this, but I will watch that really closely. Tornado watch, let's show you this. And who's under that? The entire region that goes until 8 o'clock. Areas northeast of here, this goes until 10 o'clock here tonight. Setting records, another record high today, still around upper 70s, and we got a lot of wind, still a lot of energy in the atmosphere. Wind advisories in play here too for the South Shore up until 6. So as we look at the short-term forecast, lines up pretty well, but we're not completely done with a severe threat until a line of storms starting to make its way together that's northwest of us right now moves through. But the timing of that line of storms is well after 6 p.m., even for the North Shore, even here in New Orleans. I expect the worst of the storms here in New Orleans for the most of our population up until around that 10 o'clock hour, give or take an hour from there. So let's take you through parish by parish breakdown. Greatest risk for severe storms has always been the North Shore. Now up until 11 is the time period. We look to the metro, now until 11. It's a heavy rain and possible flooding event evolving to that could be our greatest risk. River parishes, now through 10 o'clock. Heavy rain and flooding, but still have an isolated tornado threat even when the line of storms moves through. We head into the bayou parishes. Your timing for storms is now up until 10. Downpours really now, not really that severe. And the lowest threat for strong storms to the coast of Grand Isle, Lower Plaquemines here too. Where the things start to evolve when that line of storms comes through could be that heavy rain and flood risk that still tops my threat list for the storm impacts that will last here through tonight. So really, we still need to be on watch and keep our guard up for what happens through tonight to about 10 to 11. But after that, meteorologist Derek Sibley shows you the next few days and the next possibility of some stronger storms to move through too.
Yeah, that's right, Devin. And let's not forget here, too, that we are going to be looking at this cold front that's moving through right now. So that is the reason why we're going to be looking at some cooler temperatures for tomorrow and overall drier conditions as well, with that high of about 63 degrees. That's pretty much where we should be for this time of the year. But also, we're tracking yet another severe threat. This arrives here on Saturday, out ahead of yet another cold front, bringing us more potential strong showers and maybe the possibility of even strong to severe thunderstorms here, too. Behind it, once again, cooler and drier conditions. But let's talk about that severe threat. Kind of like today, the majority of the severe weather is mainly staying to our north, and that's pretty much going to be the setup here going forward again as we head into Saturday. But for us, we're under that level, that 15% risk for southeast Louisiana, so that's something to watch going forward. And we do have an alert date here in effect for Saturday. Cooler temperatures behind that cold front once again heading into next week.
Well,